Hello, welcome to Uplet Motivational Classes. This is class is actually about the leadership, and I am requesting you to see this small video of a few seconds and then realize that what is the boss and who is the leader. You can see it very easily. That amazing thing you can notice from here. This is the difference between. Welcome to Uplet Motivational Classes. Myself, Amrish Kumar. Here today, I'm going to explain you what is exactly leadership and how the leadership is very different from boss. Boss and leader, two terms you always listen, hear, and explain in so many organizations. But there is a big difference between the leader and between the boss. So a video that I shown you before a few seconds, you can imagine that who is the boss and who is the leader. Boss having the personality that want lines here, but leader want to give you an idea, give you a vision, give you a clarity, give you the solution, and before you, the leader has the ability to find out the solution. This is the leadership quality. So, in this lecture, my prime focus is on the leadership. What is leadership and how you develop? The first thing that I explain you, a few people gain this leadership quality by God gift. They have all the good features, all the good quality by born. They just need to groom it. And as per my experience, every person having the both quality, bossy nature as well as leadership quality. So here you and I have to realize that which one is most important and evergreen thing in our life. So let's focus on the leadership quality. So in the video you seen that there are a few dogs are waiting for their turn. While one dog that having the good capacity, that actually powerful dog is dominating the others to do not take water from that their territory, we can say that their territory. But the leaders are come from the team. One dog start jumping on the ice and really he broken the ice and get the water. Then all the dogs come together and they start taking water. And do you see the dog who did this all the act sit silent? The dog has not start taking water because the other dogs are needy. So the leader dog, that is really the leader, stopped himself and waiting for their turn, because there is leader know that there is no any lack of opportunities, there are no any lack of achievements, there are huge things to be captured, there is a huge thing to be achieved. So do not worry, we have capacity, then we can earn. We have knowledge, we have wisdom, we have integrity, then we get. While the boss is thinking that the things are very limited, if I give in to everyone, then the things will be distorted, my share will be gone. This is the big difference. Leader know that there are a lot of things to achieve, but boss thinks there are very limited things. If I give in to my colleagues, I give in to my subordinate, I give in to my associate, that my power will be gone down. But leader knows if I have a team, then I can achieve whatever I want. So this is the big difference that I want to explain with this small video. And this video is sufficient to explain you the difference between the leader and boss. Boss always trying to dominate their associate, their colleagues, but leader encourage the team, because leader know whatever in his or her mind can be achievable only with the help of this team. So if team is honest, team is zealful, team is really enjoy the work, they can achieve anything whatever they want to achieve. So there are some things, some characteristics that should be a leader have. Honesty and integrity. Honesty and integrity. Why? Because if these things are not in a leader, then leader turns to boss. Because honesty means whatever you are achieving, whatever you are going to achieve, you have to be honest that is this good, right or not. Your team having the capability or not. You have the estimation of your team. If you think that your team is underprivileged, then bring their confidence up. So this honesty about the work give you the idea that how to groom your team. Confidence. If a leader having confidence, confidence means leaders should know that where is the opportunity and how to grab that opportunity. This thinking capacity is actually the confidence that there are a lot of things and I can achieve. I can achieve with my team. So this confidence a leader should have that we can achieve, not I can achieve. We can achieve with together. Commitment and passion. Commitment with ourselves that yes, we have to achieve it. And passion is to coordinate with the team, do best effort to achieve. Because until unless a leader not have the passion, how his team have this passion? Because only passion is giving you right direction. Passion give you a zeal. Passion give you entire things to achieve your goal. Until unless your passion is down, you always think about the obstacles. You always think about the problems. You always think about the what public will say. But if your passion is high, your commitment with self is very good, then you will never think about the problems. You only think about the solution. Good communicator. This is really very important. I personally see that when I taking the team meeting, I explain that this is our goal and these are the 5 steps that we have to do. First step done within this date, this time, then second, then third, and then fourth. Second thing is this, if we achieve 70% of first, then we can. So if we have completed 75% of first phase, then we can move for the second one. But if we are not able to complete this much of amount in the first phase, then we will not move in the second phase. So we need to explain each and every steps. Otherwise, our team will not understand what we are actually going to achieve. Until unless team is not clear what you are going to achieve, we can't achieve anything. Because team has to work. Team is doing. Team is putting their effort. So we have to guide our team in active way. We have to explain the team that you can do. But why? Why you can do? Because your name will be highlighted. Once you explain to your team that once we complete this project, then everyone will be awarded. Everyone will be noticed. This will boost up the confidence of your team. So always keep your team motivated. Otherwise, demotivated team cannot implement your concept because it's very simple. If your team is motivated, team trusted on you, then they make your ordinary ideas to be extraordinary. But if your team is demotivated, your team is not clear about the vision, your team is not understanding what they can do, then they can drop your extraordinary ideas to be dropped out. And really, world's so many companies are doing this. Other than good communicator, your leader or you, if you want to become a leader, you should have very good decision making capacity. Because one right decision, only one right decision can change the entire cycle, and one wrong decision can drop them. I seen personally so many times I got a project from company and we are waiting for the payments. That when the initial payment come, we will start. This is depend on the leader that start work right now or wait for the payment. If a leader is clear that this client will pay us not today, by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, then that leader cannot delay the work. Leader start work on their own responsibility. Because just after the decision making capability, I add the accountability. Because if something gone wrong, leader should take the accountability. That just I taking this decision. And really, if leader taking the responsibility, then leader can do very good. Suppose I started work on project, but we should clarity that we will work only 1 week. And in this time, we should keep in touch with our client. That's we started work and why not? We want payment now. And if you will not pay timely, you will hold the work. So this is depend on the leader that what kind of a decision he can take, he or she, anyone. And if something gone wrong, then instead of blaming to your team, your client advocate team, customer support, take the accountability. Yes, I started work on my work. So these qualities should a leader have. Now, as you become leader, you get a number of projects, number of team members. And reality is this, all the time you cannot handle all the things. You only monitor. You can only monitor. So now here you can delegate. You can empower your team member. But again, this is the selection process that the person you are going to choose should have some qualities like honesty and integrity, confidence, commitment and passion, good communicator, decision making capability, and accountability. If you find your team member having this capacity, then you can groom, then only you can groom them as a leader. You can give them responsibility, take reporting, and then really they become good leader. Like so, you can start delegating your small parts. First, you delegate the client, first, you delegate the project, then you delegate something, and judge. Evaluate, evaluate their capability. If you find they are really good, then you can delegate entire project and think something big. Because just after delegation and empowerment, I added the creativity and innovation. Until unless you will not delegate your work to your team member, you cannot think innovatively. You cannot think creative because you will be in part of that cycle, that rounding and rounding and rounding. That's because I want you to make leader. But before making leader, you should clear that you are a good leader. And always remember the limit of a human. If your team member has the capability to work 9 hours, then do not stretch it into 16 hours. Nine, you can make 10. Once 10 is fine, then 11. Do not do this. 9 hours is the capacity and give 18 hours work in a day. This is the empathy. You think that how much your capacity and how much you can extend it. Definitely, you can work. You can work and you can extra work. You can extra work for 1 hour, max to max 2 hours, but you cannot do just double without sleep, without food, without motivation. How much you work? So you think like that. If your team member is not getting good outcome, good remuneration, good motivation, then how could they survive and how they will stand with you? So these all the qualities you should have, then only you can develop another leader. Now, qualities 40. Inspire others. If you have the capability to inspire your team member, then you are a good leader. How you can inspire? There are two kind of the people. One is the inspiring, one is the prospiring. Prospiring is really demotivating. They are demotivating their team members. But the inspiring will inspire the others to do some good thing. So always be inspiring personality. Always inspire the people. Always encourage them. You can do. Yes, you can do. Yes, you can do. So the things are very good. If you have the capability to inspire your team member, then definitely this is a cycle. Your associates will start inspiring the other team members. And in this way, all the team member will be inspired and motivated. And a motivated team can do anything. The things that really achievable, they can achieve. But the things that is very hard to achievable, they can also achieve because they are motivated, they are inspired to each other, they are inspiration of each other. If you can do, then why not I can do? So the inspiring personality is very, very important for any organization or team. So a leader should be an inspiring person. That's the point that I want to cover in this leadership training program. If you are able to inspire your team, then you can do anything. And next, so learning leadership doesn't mean that only you become the leader. Learning leadership means you make another leader. Means you create a chain, unbreakable chain. Means you become leader, then you make leader, then you inspire your make made leader that they also make leader. Where this chain is stop, then the leader change to boss. Because boss doesn't want to make another boss. Only leaders wants to make another leader. And this chain should be continue. So inspire others means you are a leader, then you make a leader. You make as leader who can make another leader. So this chain should be continued. Humanity, humility. Without humanity, a leader is just like a decoration. It's simply a decoration that is not so useful. Suppose there is a water tank that have no water, but you designed that this tank having a good water, good capacity of water, chilled water that can useful, but actually that is not useful because without humanity, a leader can turn any time to boss because bosses not know the capacity of their associates, colleague or subordinate. Leader know the capacity. If you have a project that can be completed by 7 days with your team, then leader take 8 or 9 days because leader know this project needs 7 days and 1 day for the testing and 2 days for the recheck. But boss want it should be completed right now. It should be done right now. Whatever is right now. So this is the big difference between the leader and boss. So humanity is essential requirement in the leadership quality. Transparency. Why I make this transparency here? Transparency build up the trust. Your team members should have trust on you that there is no any kind of the hidden agenda. If you told your team to build up this means you are going to build up this only. Nothing is happening in the background. You seen so many times people are saying something else, expecting something else. This is the difference. So as a leader, you make transparency in your projects with your team, what you exactly want and what can be achievable. So this quality in a leader is really, really very important. Transparency build up the trust on you by your team. This transparency can help you. So once your team member having trust on you, just because of the transparency, they can faith on you. And if you do any kind of the commitment that is really not achievable within the time, then also due to this transparency section, your team member do the best effort to achieve. That's because the transparency is one of the biggest thing in leadership quality. And just recall the video that I seen you in the beginning. Recall the video that I seen in the beginning. One dog start jumping on a ice. Why that dog start jumping on that place only? Why not just near? Why not anywhere else? Because the dog having the purpose that I got water and the clarity in the vision that only here I can get the water because here layer of ice is not so thick. So vision and purpose, two most important thing in the leadership. Always develop the vision and the purpose because without these both things, after completion of one project or after completion of one assignment, you will be again hopeless that now what should I do? So many times it happens that once you completed one assignment and there is a gap of 7 days, 10 days, or 15 days, now what will you do? And what your team will do in this duration? So you can groom your team because you have a vision that next project can be different from this. Next project can be based on the new technology. Did your team know new technology? No. You start giving them assignment of the new technology. This is the vision because your purpose is clear. Maybe the next assignment and next project can be very, very different from the existing one. So these all the characteristics are important in the leadership quality. And here you should understand that leadership quality is having by everyone. Everyone have 60 to 70% leadership quality. But just lack of this sequence, they forget that how to become a good leader. Here I have collected some images for you to enjoy, like honesty, like vision, like emotional IQ and EQ. This is helping nature. This is the vision. This is the team. This is the inspiring. This is the communication. This is the accountability. So these all the things will help you once you become a good leader. So I know. Thank you for your time and become a good leader. Have a nice day.